So why am I all alone? Here we go again, the same old thing. Smiling through a bleeding heart, I'll fake it till I break apart. What's it gonna take to look away? Man, some days I hate this town. You never fail
I don't know what happened to we only have 791 guild members. What happened? We used to be running at like 1,000, like constantly. I don't know if people got sick of dying. And people in hardcore, they do it, and then they die 2 or 3 times and they quit. You know, they just like they can't. They're like, I can't do it anymore. I can't take it. Hold on a second. Let me get a link to the stream. Get a shareable link.
Kept in the dark. Am I so useless? Mouth folded shut.
me try.
One more time.
No.
I trace your name on the window pane. Raindrops fall when my tears remain. Whispers of you still haunt the night. A ghost I hold but not in sight. And I keep replaying all we used to be. Every smile you left like a melody. But the song feels hollow, fading slow.
Farewell.
Like a river losing where to go. I miss you in the quiet. I miss you in.
Good day to you. Have a good one.
Hmm.
See you later.
Hey, what's up, little Oz? How's it going, man? You know what? Let's craft some stuff just to get rid of some.
You need
I
something?
need to get rid of some
See you around.
inventory here. We're a little bit too much crap.
Safe travels.
King's honor, friend. Be careful.
It's going okay. A lot better than now that I got the. I actually do more damage with the new weapons I got, which is nice. Actually, I wanted to look to see what level am I. I'm currently level 41 or 40. I was curious what spells are coming up at 42. Okay, our pet's gonna get his stamina and armor at 42. I was curious when we got the next rank of Mongoose Bite, and it's level 44. Because I think at 44 we might be able to start face tanking more. Basically, you know, turn my pet's growl off and actually playing into Mongoose Bite a little bit more. If we wanted to do that, we could fill out improved aspect of the monkey. And shit, yeah, that would get our dodge up to as high as it can be.
Help you find something?
Alright, let's do shoulders, head. Let's do the headband. Headband doesn't take much thick leather, which is nice. Silken thread, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna try to clear out some of my bank a little bit. I think space is getting pretty bad. Yeah, he does. I know. I have 56 gold, but I mean, I've spent 10 gold on a bank slot, so if I hadn't done that, I'd be sitting at 66 gold, but but man, bank space for me is a premium. I just cannot, like, I have a hard time. I'm kind of a pack rat in World of Warcraft. I don't like to throw stuff away that's useful, you know? If I have, like, leather, I don't want to throw that away, obviously. If I have, like, you know, raptor flesh or something that I can cook into, you know, like, you know, roast raptor here, I don't really like to throw it away, although I can certainly vendor it. Takes a long time to craft these headbands. Look how long it takes just to make one. What is it, like 30 seconds? I don't have the timer on here, but it feels like about 30 seconds just to make one of these. Here, hold on a second. Sorry, my cat was meowing at the door. I had to throw some food at him. These cats, like, they own me, man. They like. I've had cats all my life, but and you know, I've got dogs too, but I've never had a cat that bullied me as much as this cat. This cat that I have now does. He cries for food when he's hungry, and like it doesn't matter what you do. He could like ignore him. You could spank his butt and say stop crying for you. It doesn't matter. He'll just continually do it. So I gave up. I was like, I can't, you know, I can't do battle with this cat anymore. So if he's hungry, I just give him some food and say, shut up, man. It's like, holy cow, man. I never had a cat like this before. He's a good cat outside of that, but man, this can be a pain in the butt. Let's see if we can get to 230 leatherworking here. I don't think I have. I'm not sure what recipes are available at 230. We have to go to Darnassus. We've got to go to. Or with the leatherworking, it's kind of strange. There's like quests everywhere, and you know, there's a trainer in Airy Peak. There's a trainer in Darnassus that we have to go to. There's the person in Featherman Stronghold that we have quests that we need to do. So there's all this, and then of course there's the Ashara quest line for Dragonscale leatherworking that we're gonna do. So it's like all over the place, man. It's kind of cool though. I mean, it's kind of neat, but time consuming. That last band didn't upgrade my leatherworking. Damn it. How much thick do we have? We still have some thick though. That you needed a book to learn heavy silk bandage. Yes, you do. There's a book for heavy silk, and there's a book for mage weave. Once you get past those two books, then you're going to be getting high enough that you can go do the first aid quest at 225 to unlock first aid 225 to 300. And then once you do that, you're going to learn, I think, heavy mage weave. And then when you get high enough, I think it's everywhere. And then when you get high enough, you're going to have to go back to that person you did the quest for to learn, like, rune cloth and heavy rune cloth, I believe. So it's also very interesting how they did first aid. Alright, cool. We got 230, which is what I wanted. Let's sell these. That's going to actually... This is actually going to make me a little bit of money. Yeah, we made like what? Just 2 or 3 gold? Just making those headbands.
Have a good
So,
one.
let me get rid of...
I buy and trade.
Actually, you know what? We don't need to get rid of that summer bass. Let's go ahead and craft some food. Yeah, it's a lot more... There's a lot of, like, kind of just... I don't want to say stuff that doesn't make sense, but it's just stuff that's... There's a lot of little nuances and kind of interesting quest choices, I guess. But it's what makes Classic so good. Because of the fact that it is so, you know...
Good day to you.
It's not straightforward, which is a good thing, I think. You know? We're going to do Roast Raptor. We got 18. Yeah, there's the Classic Plus is really cool. The one thing that, again, with Classic Plus, which we know Classic Plus is coming, right? And I just have no faith in Blizzard because any version of Classic Plus they put out is going to be bullshit because of they're not going to handle RMT, GDKP, gold selling, gold buying, all that kind of stuff, boosting, all that shit's going to exist in Classic Plus, which is going to really... to me, that's what ruins retail WoW, anything. Like anything in retail WoW is ruined by RMT, gold selling, gold buying, boosting, GDKP. It ruins it. Just fucking... Because the economy gets completely screwed. And it just makes the game crap, in my opinion. And one thing that's really cool about hardcore self-found is you completely remove all that out. All that's gone. There's no boosting. There's no gold selling, gold buying. Because you can't use the mailbox. Can't use the auction house. So what I would love to see in Classic Plus, people would hate this, but I would love to see them release a Classic Plus version where there is no auction house. Like, literally no auction house in Classic Plus. I would love to see them do that. And then also that you couldn't mail stuff to people that weren't in your guild, right? Like, you'd only mail stuff to people in your guild. That's what I would do, personally. I would make Classic Plus, and we could do servers that were, because people would have a big hissy fit. I would do servers that were specific. You know, say this, on this specific server, these rules are in place, and these rules are there's no auction house, and you can only trade with people in your guild, okay? And then we could even go the route of Lineage 2 or some other games where instead of, to get rid of the auction house, we could have personal player character shops, right? Where you can create a shop to sell stuff. So like when you log out, what you do is before you log out, you would create a shop, a personal shop, and your character would list items for sale. And while you're offline, your character's in the game with his shop set up, and then people could talk to you and interact with you and buy stuff from you, right? Now that would I mean, just that those changes alone would really get rid of tons of the, you know, the RMT stuff, right? I mean, it still could happen with the personal shops, but it would be, it would get rid of a lot of it, you know? Now, if it became really bad, I mean, it still, actually, it still would, with the personal shops, you would bring a lot of the RMT back in. So if you really wanted to get rid of the RMT, we wouldn't even allow the personal shops. And I think the personal shops would be more like a test, just to see, like, how does this work out? Does it, you know, would we get, you know, would the personal shops also just be flooded with RMT? They probably would, to be honest. So what would happen is people would buy gold, right? And to buy the gold sellers would put up personal shops. You know, or you would put up a personal shop and the gold seller would buy stuff from your personal shop, and that's how you get your gold. So, I don't know. So the personal shop could be something that might not work very well, to be honest. So, let me look at my inventory.
What are you looking
I just totally screwed up just a second ago because I should have.
Go with honor.
Light be with you.
Oh, 1, 2, 3.
Light bless you.
But yeah, getting rid of the auction house and getting rid of the ability to mail people that aren't in your guild would get rid of a lot of the RMT. And there's other stuff, you know, other ideas I had for Classic Plus. I don't know if we have it. Do we have it here? Let me see. Some of the other changes I came up with for Classic Plus, I would say change certain iconic spells to allow them to be cast while moving at a reduced rate, at a reduced movement speed. Stuff like Frostbolt, Life Drain. I would like to be able to allow these cast spells to be cast while moving at maybe 30% speed, not 100% speed, obviously. I would love to expand upon the pet talents for Classic Plus. I'd like to see there be a lot more stuff we could do with pets in Classic Plus. Also, in here I talked about it too. Pets in Classic Plus should have various bonuses, and some should have their own inventory. I would love to see pets. I would love to see pets have inventory. I would also like to see pet armor. I would like to see the ability to acquire gear that you could give to your pet, like give your pet like a backpack that could strap to his back, and then your pet would have his own inventory, and that would increase your character's inventory. So there's lots of different things we can do for Classic Plus, you know, that are, I think, would be great changes. I would love to introduce, you know, pets, like how I have the hawk here. I would very much love to have a pet that we could get, like a hawk or whatever, that will loot for us. I'd also like to see pets introduced to the game that might give us some slight increase in stats. Just some people would call that pay to win. I don't really call it pay to win.
Light be with you.
They could even make it,
For the
you know, even make it like purchasable pets from the store, where you buy a pet for like, I don't know, $10 or something, and it, you know, it automatically loots for you, so you don't have to bother looting. And then you could also, maybe the pet would give you a slight, maybe while the pet's out, you have a slight movement speed increase. You could even do something like while the pet's out, your movement speed is increased by 3%, but you take like, you know, 1% more damage or something. You know, give it even like a negative effect if you want. You could even make the negative effect like stronger, so that you just pull the pet out when you're traversing. Like it could be like a travel, like, you know, a pet that gives you like 10% increased movement speed, but you take like 20% more damage. So it's like you just pull the pet out for traveling, and then you put them away when you're actually in combat. There's all kinds of stuff you can do, right? I mean, I could sit here and create a list of 100 or 200 different things that you could add to Classic Plus that I guarantee you Blizzard will not have. They won't have it. But what if they put in what I'm saying? It would be, I think, some really cool changes. You know, obviously crafting needs a complete rework. Not really rework, but crafting needs more. There needs to be more recipes. There needs to be more leatherworking recipes, more, you know, blacksmithing recipes. They should put in white gear set items, white gear that actually has set bonuses. Put in like a gray gear set called Garments of the Beggar, and like when a rogue equips all the Garments of the Beggar, his stealth is increased by like 2 ranks, so he's almost impossible to detect. I mean, just crazy stuff, you know. Come up with cool stuff. Yeah. I got on later than I wanted. My wife's gonna kill me. But I spent all day yesterday doing what she wanted to do. Like all day. Literally, I went shopping with her. Didn't even get home from the shopping until like 9 p.m. So So tomorrow, or today, I'm probably going to go to church around 9:30. When I get back from church, I'm pushing hard just to play WoW. Do some hardcore WoW grinding. What else can we do? I mean, there's other stuff we can do. Here, Classic Plus. Obviously, gray gear or white gear with set bonuses. Garments of the beggar. Increase stealth, rank by 2. More, crafting. More crafting recipes, obviously. More set-based, craftable gear, right? Possibly personal shops, server-specific, no AH, mail only to guild member. Server specific, no age, no age. Member server modes. I'm trying to think of how to say that. Modes. We were talking about melee hunter. Expand upon yeah, we want pet talents, right? So really like pet changes in Classic Plus. More talents for pets. More pet talents. Make pets more customizable. And pet gear, man, pet gear would be so awesome. Add gear to pets. That increase stats or I can't think of the word, man. I just woke up, man. My brain's like increase stats or maybe inventory, right? So you could have like inventory. Yeah, there's just so many cool things you could do. And like I'm saying, I guarantee you that Blizzard's probably not gonna like out of all the things I would add to Classic Plus, I bet Blizzard will miss on like 90% of that. They might get something in there. They might be like, oh yeah, we'll add this. They might like come up with something that I've thought of, but I think 90% of what I'm thinking of that I would like to see in Classic Plus, they won't do. They will not do. Right? They'll do stupid shit like, oh, we're just, they're gonna do the easy stuff like, oh, we'll add some new dungeons or some new quests. Maybe we'll add maybe we'll modify maybe we'll add some new spells for classes or something. They're not gonna do anything drastic, I don't think. Also, I would love to see a new race. I would love to see a couple new playable races in Classic Plus. Kind of like how Turtle WoW had high elves and goblins. Put in some new playable races. And it doesn't have to be something drastic. I mean, high elves is a good example. You don't have to create some completely crazy thing. But I would love to see something new. I mean, put in some ogres, playable race ogres, or playable race fairies. I would love to see fairies put in as a playable race. And then fairies would have kind of a glide feature, so that if they jumped from a high place, they could glide down. So they would be pretty much. It would be so cool for PvP too, but it would be very hard to die as a fairy from fall damage because you could glide. In fact, it would be impossible to die from fall damage unless you were stunned while you were falling. So there's just so many cool things you could add. But yeah, I would 100% get rid of the auction house, I think, on Classic Plus. People would hate that though. They would, because part of the economy is the auction house, right? People love working the auction house to make money. So if you get rid of the auction house, you've got to come up with some other way for people to. I don't know how you do it though. It's hard because we're only doing this because we're trying to get away from RMT. We're trying to get away from gold selling, gold buying. You know.
Now it's getting colder. Driving in my car. Some things never feel the same.
Figure out we need a buzzard wing.
Where to start? It's not like this is new to me. I really shouldn't care. It's not like you were there for me.
But I'll see you, Laz. Have a good one, man. You getting to head to the family school?
seeing you. Alrighty then. great day now. Off and away.
Kept in the dark. Am I so useless? Mouth folded shut, and I'm feeling restless. All the seams erupt, tearing from the inside, jagged little cuts. It feels like war this time. The ground
is
was
money,
bare.
friend.
I tried to
Keep it
drown
real.
the emptiness, couldn't
Be good.
turn it all around.
I already know, I know.
I got the best deals anywhere. Have a good one.
Pull the shutter, see the world fly by like images on fire. If only I knew better. Show me something real, make me feel alive. Nothing to conceal, dress me up in all the lies. Everyone is someone, half the speed of light. I don't wanna get it wrong, but it's too late to make it right. Too late.
What's on your mind? Safe travels.
Watching from a distance in a crowded room, looking over silhouettes, hoping just to find you. All I knew was lost, fading on the outside. No one counts the cost, burning from the inside. All the hype was bought, senses wearing down, finding empty stares. Couldn't turn it all around, lit the fuses, see the world drift by like shadows in the night. Thinking I could change it. Show me something real, make me feel alive. Nothing to conceal, dress me up in all the lies. Everyone is someone, half the speed of light. I don't wanna get it wrong, but it's too late to make it Show me something real, make me feel alive. Nothing to conceal.
Oh, we got the dark pumping. Oh man. That is such a low drop rate. Whoa, such a low drop rate on that. That is such a low drop rate. The dark whelping is like a 1% drop rate. That is such a low drop rate, man. That's awesome, dude. That is so cool. That's awesome. Oh! Oh no! Third kill! We got third kill! Oh, nice! Oh, RNG. I don't know what's happened, but RNG has been on our side lately. Oh my god. Okay, so normally getting the Black Drake's heart is also a very low drop rate. Sometimes I have to kill 20, 30 of those whelplings to get it. Yeah. Yeah, I got the dark whelpling, which is like a 1% drop rate. Then the black heart after only 3 whelp kills. RNG is on my side today. Yeah, so to get the whelpling pet and the black heart in 3 kills is crazy. Crazy insane. That's pretty cool. There's cruelty. No, I don't have that. Strafe, what's up? Dude, ever since we had that really rough patch of RNG, like the gods have just completely switched to be in my favor. We got the 2 swords, we had the 2 one-hand weapons, right? And then I just got a dark whelping pet drop, which is like a 1% drop rate on this guy. It's very, very low rate. In fact, in all of World of Warcraft, I probably only got this drop about 4 times in the 20 some odd years I've played the game. And then the black Drake heart item is probably, you know, 3% drop rate maybe. It's very low. Usually you have to kill like, you know, anywhere from like 15 to 30 whelps to get it. And I got it on the 3rd whelp kill, so.
How are ya? Watch your back.
And of course, this is going to give us our
See you soon.
enchantment,
Off with you.
which is awesome. How much experience did we got? We always got 4,000 experience for that quest, which is great. So now we can enchant our weapon. I hate to use it on this weapon, but we don't know how long it's going to be until we get another weapon. So probably just best to go ahead and use it. I think. I don't see why not. I think, you know, waiting around trying to get a better weapon is pretty much going to be unlikely. So yeah, so that's cool. So let's go get our scrap metal. So now we've got our weapon enchant. So that means we're going to be using this one-hand weapon for even longer because of the weapon enchant. It's a good weapon because of the 2.8 attack speed main hand, you know, main hand weapon. So it's a solid weapon. It's only level 35, but I think we can use this weapon to probably up to like 45, no problem. Especially now that we have the enchantment on it, you know. Oh, Grats on level 60, dude. Yeah, you're flying right along. Just rub it in. Rub it in. Just rub it in, man. It takes me forever to level like 1 level. Like, I'll level 1 time, and you'll level like 4 times, right? Actually, you know, I think I'm gonna kill more of the. I'm gonna kill more of the whelps because I want more. I want a lot more flame sacks. We've got one, but I would like to get a lot. Oh, we actually got a one dragon scale too. Sweet. So let's go kill the whelps because we need to farm. We need to farm the worn dragon scales, and we also need to farm the flame sacks. Such a good omen that we got the dark whelping pet. Yeah, it's very the Outland at level 58 is rough. And like if you have like Black Temple gear or you've got like, you know, some really good raid gear, it's not too bad. But if you go in there with just like regular like level like quest gear that you get from just leveling up to 58, then it's rough, man. Those mobs hit hard and they have tons of health. So I know exactly what you're talking about, man. But yeah, the gear you get, but it's only rough until you get to 60. So you get there at 58. By the time you get to 60, you're feeling a lot better because you're getting all the gear from the quest rewards. It gives you a ton of stamina. So your health pool is going to go up a lot in those 2 levels. Ooh, level 42. Ouch. Alright. Burning through my mana pretty quick here. Burning through the mana very quickly. Ooh, level 43 mob. Shit. another 43. Well, at least we're getting good experience, I'm sure. He resisted my trap. That's not going to help our cause. Use Blink-some Alliance, sniped mobs from them. Better be careful, they may come after you, man. They may gang up on you. Now, we've only got 2 Flame Sacks and 1 Worn Dragon Scale. So now we have Firebolt, which is my glove enchant, or my gloves, right? So my gloves have a chance to proc fire damage, my red whelp gloves. And then we also have Fiery Blaze, which is the enchant on my weapon. So I'm proccing all kinds of fire attacks. That doesn't do much damage, but every little bit helps. And he resisted my trap. Oh, he's level 43 again. I hate these 43s, damn it. Oh, we have to put some DPS here. Spam some wing clip. Yeah, LARP. Yeah, I'm LARP enhancement shaman. We got Fiery Blaze proc and what's the other one called? It's weird that in the damage meter it calls it Firebolt. So I'm proccing Firebolts and I'm proccing Fiery Blaze. Now we can eat my Dragon Breath Chili and then we could proc the Dragon Breath Chili, what would that be called? That's called Dragon Breath Chili. So yeah, let's do it. We'll eat a Dragon Breath Chili. So now we have 3 different things that can proc that do fire damage. Right. Where's the Dragon Breath Chili? We're min-maxing, baby. Boom, Dragon Breath Chili again. Now the Dragon Breath Chili actually does pretty decent damage. It'll proc for like, maybe 60 damage. And it can crit as well, so it's really actually quite nice if you're like a tank or something and you're pulling if you're like a paladin and you're pulling 10 mobs, and that Dragon Breath Chili procs it and it's hitting like all 10 mobs, It's quite a bit of damage. You can see we're proccing some good fire damage here. Come on, baby. And we're getting 257 XP per kill, which is excellent. That is actually really good. So this is good experience. Actually, this is a really good experience, killing these guys. We just got to be able to keep it up. This one's level 4. Oh, so the level is random, so they're not, when they respawn, they're not always level 43. This guy was level 43 last time when I killed him. He respawned as a 41, so that's nice. This one's 43 over here, though. Plus we're also getting, we have a chance to get worn dragon scales, which we're going to need for our dragon scale quest. Our dragon scale leatherworking quest. What are we doing? Okay. He resisted my trap. Bastard. Let's pull this guy over just a little bit. He doesn't want to come. I don't want to get the other I don't want to get the other 43, because that would be ugly. They resist my immolation trap. The fight lasts like twice as long, or maybe longer even. Yeah. But 282 experience is pretty good for one mob. Alright. Shit. Definitely gonna get another one here. Let's pull him back a little bit.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Got our second worn dragon scale.
I used to trace
Kiss your ass goodbye.
This guy's doing some damage.
You were screwed.
Hmm.
Everything you never do, and all you never say, never make it easier to numb out all the pain. Not like anything was wrong, it never made it right. You're the one to come on strong, so why am I all alone? Here we go again, the same old thing. Smiling through a bleeding heart, I'll fake it till I break apart.
Oh, I didn't resist good. It's not going there, resist my trap.
Now it's getting colder. Driving in my car. Some things never feel
Ah, resisted my trap, bastard.
where to start. It's not like this is new to me. I really shouldn't care. It's not like you were there for me. So why do I still want you here? Here we go again. The same old thing. Smiling through a bleeding heart. I'll fake it till I break apart.
Ooh, we just got back-to-back Worn Dragon Scales. Nice.
What's it gonna take before I break?
Ah, 43.
Man, some days I hate to
Alright,
tell you never
let's do it.
to let me down. Better stay away before I break now. There's nothing
Shit.
to say. I'm only
Don't want to get the other 43. That would be a pain.
down.
No, this one's only 41.
It's more or less a sign of age, drawing lines, recede to vacant.
Another Worn Dragon Scale. Nice.
How much time? It's more or less the same. Holding, wanting more than this to say. Searching a brand new day, growing,
These guys are not dropping enough flame sacks for us. We need more flame sacks. We need a lot more flame sacks. Wonder if I shouldn't kill the ones in Swamp of Sorrows. They're probably around level 35, and I could rip through them a lot faster. I might have a better chance to stock up on flame sacks. These guys are good for experience, though. Like, they're really good on experience. Let's pull this guy back a little bit. Another 43. Shit. We're throwing out some fire blasts, baby. Fire blast, fire bolts, gotta love it. Boom. We did a ton of like additional fire damage on that guy. And let's reset the damage meter. But we were throwing out, let's see, Fiery Blaze. We've done 35 Fiery Blazes already. And we've done 186 Fire Bolts. Let's reset this. So dual wield is much better. I mean, dual is way better for like my red whelp blows. Let's see how much kind of additional fire damage we get on this battle. Just in one fight, right? we procced 3 fire. In that one fight, we procced 3 fire blaze at 3 fire bolts. Only 63 damage, but that still comes in at 5.3% of the overall damage in that one fight. That's not bad. It's not bad. Not a Skinner. Badlands. Tremors of the Earth.
What can I do for you? Light bless you.
My pet has bite rank 5. I don't think he's anywhere near ready to get bite rank 6. We can't get upgraded Furious Hell though, I think at level 41, I believe. From a long tooth runner and Feralus. So that'll be a nice upgrade. But I think he's maxed on bite for a little bit.
How are you?
Alright, so our inventory's still a mess. 240, 260. What is my leather working? It's 230. 240 we can make. We don't need this tiger meat. I don't think we need. I'm thinking that we. I don't think we need the green whelp scales. Yeah, I don't. Let me check on the green whelp scales. What can be crafted with green whelp scales? I also don't think we need elemental water. So there are green whelp bracers that are actually apparently a blue level item? Really? Let's see, green whelp bracers. The leatherworking supply vendor in Darnassus. Interesting. Same vendor that sells the pattern for barbaric bracers can sell this one. Green whelp bracers. Yeah. Yeah, maybe we'll hold on to it for now. We definitely don't need the thick murloc. We can get rid of that. And let's get this.
Safe travels.
Hoard everything. I'm such a hoarder, dude. You know, I have a bad problem with hoarding stuff. Because what happens, I get burned all the time in WoW where I'm like, oh, I don't need this, and I sell it, and then like 2 levels later, I'm like, oh shit, I needed that for something. Alright.
Hey there. Have a good one.
Yeah, so we don't need the thick Moroxos. We can definitely sell these 3 things. We don't need them.
Help you find something?
Sell these 4 things. Sell all these. Oh, we don't need our pet. We can probably sell the grain horn now just because it's not that expensive to buy one.
Looking for something
And actually,
be careful.
they're gonna give us 12 silver back, which is pretty good because I think it costs like 50 silver. So that's not bad. Let's just sell that because we can always buy that back if we want it later. And honestly, I'll be running with the dark whelping pet for quite a while. We don't need the buzzard wing. I am gonna log off pretty soon, but let's go kill some whelps in Swamp of Sorrows really quick. But I'm gonna log off after that. I'm hoping that after I get out of church today, which would be, I think church is at 9:30. I'm hoping that I can just game, but my wife may have something to say about that.
Greetings.
But I'm gonna put it to her, man. We do need to... Yeah, we'll do that later. Yeah, let me look at the leather working. So, let's see. We need swamp. We need green scales. Okay, so we can farm Swamp of Sorrows. At level 45 to 55, we can actually farm the Naga. They don't drop scales, but they drop They drop Cobalt Mage Weaver. They drop Blue Dragon scales. Wow. Okay, we can't farm those guys. Those are elite. Sunken Temple's really good for skinning. So once we get to 50, I mean, Sunken Temple's kind of risky, obviously, but lots of good skins in there. Hillman's shoulders, Hillman's cloak. Do I have those yet? I don't think I do. Shoulders, no, we don't. So we do need to hit the South Shore and talk to Christoph Jeffco because he's got a couple patterns. Like, I'm still rocking a really bad cloak, like just a 2 stamina cloak. We could actually make, I think, a deviant scale cloak. I believe. Deviant scale gloves, which is probably better than my, well, yeah, it's probably better than my gloves. So 3 agility, 3 stamina. But I kind of like the fire proc damage on my gloves. It's kind of fun. Yeah, so this one here, deviant scale. It's 2 agility, 2 stamina. So if we want to really min-max, we'd go craft that. Get the extra 2 agility. Yes, Sam, we got 2. If you look at my YouTube channel for under the short section, you'll find 2 short videos that show me getting both of these weapons in fishing crates. How you doing, Sam? Yeah, we actually finally, RNG finally blessed us. I think that was yesterday. It was actually, well, it was Friday. Friday I was fishing on my lunch break from work and just fishing before work, and I actually opened up a bunch of the chests that I caught, that I fished up, and then of course I was recording while I did it in case I got anything, and I did get something. I got 2 different weapons. We got the Ebon Scimitar of the Bear, which came from a Mythal chest box, which is level 38 weapon. Nice offhand weapon. And then in the main hand we got level 35 weapon. But what's really good about this is 2.8 attack speeds. So we want the slow weapon in our main hand to get those juicy Raptor Strike procs. Then we just finished the Fiery Blaze enchant quest recently and got the Fiery Blaze enchant put on there. A little bit extra fire damage. We also got the Dark Whelping drop. They just dropped off some Whelplings in the Badlands, which is like a 1% drop rate, extremely low drop rate. So RNG, Jesus has seemed to smile on us lately. Came from a fishing crate, dude. Dude, just go to my channel. Content. Go to shorts. Right here. This short and the last 2 shorts I uploaded will show me looting both of the weapons that I'm currently equipped with. And you will see. Yeah, but I mean all my stuff comes from fishing. Like, I can only use weapons that come from treasure chests or fishing crates, so we do a lot of fishing. And fishing is good because we get a lot of, we can make a lot of money in fishing too. Get a lot of potions. All these superior healing potions come from fishing. All of these greater mana potions, these mana potions here, pretty much all this is coming from fishing, so. Yeah. Fishing's great, man. On Self-Found, it's like kind of a, almost not mandatory, but I would highly recommend leveling up fishing when you're doing like hardcore Self-Found.
Kept in the dark,
Yeah, the reason I came over here is mostly for the flame sacks. And killing these guys is pretty quick, so the experience is decent, but mostly I came here for flame sacks. I don't know if these guys can drop Worn Dragon scales. I don't think they can. But they can drop flame sacks and the green, I think the green whelp scales. No, you were on recommendation. I got you. Oh, we might get a three mob pull here. Yeah, just there we go. All right, I think that's it, guys. I think I'm gonna go to bed. That was a pretty short stream, but but it was a good stream. We got we got the dark whelping pet, which is kind of cool. And we got our weapon enchant, our fiery blaze enchant. Yeah, and we grinded out, you know, some pretty good XP, getting pretty close to level 41. Like I said, I go to church at 9:30 today. I'm hoping that when I get back from church, my wife's gonna be cool with me putting in a pretty good day of just playing WoW. I kind of just, that's all I want to do on Sunday. But it just depends if I can talk her into that. Next top MZ. Hopefully she's cool with that. Trying to build up my YouTube channel a little bit more, trying to get some more subscribers, trying to spend a little bit more effort in I've never really spent a lot of effort into trying to develop my YouTube channel, but I've spent a little bit more effort into it lately. We created the channel memberships, been uploading more shorts, which, man, the YouTube algorithm loves shorts, man. And that's been very beneficial. And maybe eventually Strafe will put together a store, like a shop, where we can like sell some stuff. You know, of course, I would love to sell T-shirts, man. And they'd be just like, you know, fantasy based, like Dungeons and Dragons style, you know, T-shirts and stuff. That would be really cool. What is correct, Sam? So, but you can see we've got quite a few self-found, you know, hunters here. And this one's not a melee hunter, this is a hybrid hunter. This is another hybrid hunter we were leveling for this whole event that I started, but then I realized I wanted to try something a little bit more difficult. So then we rolled this one, which is the self-found, but melee only, can only use melee weapons and can't use any gear that other than gear she crafts. Can't equip gear other than the gear that she crafts outside of weapons, and the weapons have to be, because I can't craft weapons and craft gear, as I'm a leather worker. Weapons can only come from treasure chests or fishing crates. And yeah, can't use the mailbox, can't use the auction house. So it's been a pretty interesting journey so far, but we're level 40. We just got 20 levels to go. You know, we got these two weapons recently from the fishing crates, which has been such a big help. And I don't like two-hand weapon gameplay on a melee hunter. I find it kind of boring, so I was very excited to get away from that and get to two one-handed weapons. Was a really nice a nice move. But I will catch you guys later, hopefully in about, let's see, what is it? It's 6 o'clock. I'm hoping to, in about 5 hours, to come back and stream. We'll see. Anyways, I'll catch you guys later. Whoever has a good Sunday, man. Peace out.